section of 2.6 viruses, viroids, prions, and lichens. So, in them, so in this topic, the viruses, viroids, lichens, and prions. So we see the viruses. Now, viruses are not cells, are not true living cells. Viruses contain genetic material, okay, that can either be RNA or DNA, and their genetic material is infectious, that can infect, okay. Example, HIV virus. And a nucleoprotein means nucleic acid plus protein. So viruses contain genetic material and it's a nucleoprotein, right? It's a nucleoprotein. Now we have seen the viruses. Now viroids, prions, and lichens. So let's see them. So in the viroids, what are the viroids? Viroids, a free RNA. Viroids is a free RNA. Like viruses contain genetic material and protein. So it's a nucleoprotein. Virus is a nucleoprotein, but viroids is a free RNA. Viroid is a free RNA. It lacked the protein code that is found in viruses. Hence the name viroid, that is different from viruses because it lacked the protein code. The free RNA in viroids of low molecular weight. It has a low molecular weight, unlike in viruses. It has normal molecular weight of RNA or DNA, whatever present in the viruses. So the prions. So this was the viroids. And the first line is, in 1971, Theo discovered a new infectious agent that was smaller than viruses and caused potato spindle tuber disease. The question can be asked, what causes the potato spindle tuber disease? And it's an infectious agent which is smaller than viruses. The answer goes to viroids in 1971 by Theo. Now prions. P for proteins, P for prions. Okay. So what are the prions? Viroids are a free RNA that lack protein code of low molecular weight, right? But what are the prions? So prions causes neurological diseases. It's related to the neurons, right? Now prions, these are the infectious agent, neurological infectious agent consisting of abnormally folded protein. It consists of abnormally folded protein. Now they have similar sizes as viruses. Viroids are smaller Okay, now there are some diseases that caused by the prions. So these are BSC and CJD. So CJD in humans and BSC in cattle, that is cows and all that cattles, right? The most notable diseases caused by prions are bovine spongiform encephalopathy, that is BSE, commonly called mad cow disease in cattle, and its analogous variant, that is CR Jacob disease. It's kind of similar kind of disease, CJD in humans. So mad cow disease in cattle, that is BSE, and CJD, that is CR Jacob disease in humans. So this was caused by the abnormally folded protein and infectious neurological disease causing thing, and that thing is prions. Okay, now the fourth thing that we see here is lichens. So we have seen viruses. What are viruses? Viruses, these are not completely true living, but viruses contain genetic material which is a nucleoprotein that contain either RNA or DNA and protein, it is a outer capsid or capsule that protects the virus, and their genetic material is infectious. So this was the virus. We have seen the viroids. What are viroids? Viroids is a free RNA. It lacked the protein code, hence named the viroid, and it's low molecular weight RNA, right? So this was the viroids. What are the prions? So prions causes neurological diseases. These are the abnormally folded proteins. Okay. And prions causes mad cow disease in cattle, and CJD, that is CR Jacob disease in humans, and BSE is related to mad cow disease in cattle. Okay, so this was the prions. So viruses, viroids, prions, and now the lichens. So what are the lichens? Lichens are symbiotic associations. What is symbiotic? Symbiotic means two things getting benefit each other. They live together. So this kind of symbiotic association, that is mutually useful associations. Mutually useful association. One prepares food, one eat, one brings the food, another one cooks, right? Makes the food. So it's kind of like food and money. So mutually useful associations between algae and fungi. In here, fungi earns the money, algae cooks the food, right? Gives the energy to fungi. Fungi gives money to the algae. So it's kind of association, right? Mutually useful association between algae and fungi. The algal component is known as phycobuoyant. The algal component is known as phycobuoyant in lichens, and the fungal component is mycobuoyant. We have seen mycorrhiza. What is mycorrhiza? Mycorrhiza is different from mycobuoyant or lichens. Mycobuoyant or mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza is a symbiotic association between roots of Pinus gymnosperm with the fungi. So this was the mycorrhiza. This was also a mutual relationship, symbiotic relationship. But in here, mycobuoyant is a fungal component in lichen, right? And phycobuoyant is algal component in lichen. So phycobuoyant represents algae and mycobuoyant represents fungi. Now you see which are autotrophic and heterotrophic respectively. We know that fungi are heterotrophs. They depend on others for food. They are heterotrophs. But algae, these are kind of plants. They prepare their own food by sunlight. So these are autotrophic. Okay. Now you see, algae prepare food for fungi, and fungi provide shelter and absorb mineral nutrients and water for its partner. So close is their association that if one saw a lichen in nature, one would never imagine that they had two different organisms within them. Okay, so this was it. But lichens are very good pollution indicators. This is why they do not grow in polluted areas. Lichens do not grow in polluted areas. They are SO2 sensitive. They cannot live in there. So this is why lichens are very good pollution indicators. Okay. So this was the lichens. So in the biological classification, a section that is viruses, viroids, prions, and lichens. We have seen them. Okay. One by one. On this page, we are going to see a tobacco mosaic virus, an example of virus, a classic example of virus, that is tobacco mosaic virus. So, as we know, virus contain either a RNA or DNA, which is a nucleoprotein, right? Now, it contains genetic material and protein. So, in this diagram of tobacco mosaic virus, we see RNA. It is a coiled RNA. It is a coiled RNA and capsid. Capsid is all over the entire body of virus. Okay, so this is the tobacco mosaic virus, a classic example that having the single standard RNA, a circular coiled RNA can be asked in exam. Now in this diagram we see the bacteriophage. It has the head, collar, sheath and tail fibers. So this was the viruses, viroids, prions and lichens.